Women don't apologize for their actions. They only blame you for your reactions. Learn.
Welcome to 8,000 Miles Away. Now that video was on point. It was dead ass. And what I mean by that, y'all know y'all be letting these beat-ups get away with a lot more than the hell they should be getting with it. And especially you married ninjas. You married ninjas, y'all walk on eggshells and y'all allow these women to pop their mouth and say shit and not apologize for things that you probably was raised up different than that. I know that when I was raised, you apologize for when you're wrong. But women never can seem to think they're wrong. And that is what this video is about today. It's about women not being able to apologize when they dead ass fucking wrong. Something that's gotta change. I hate that shit. Now, the video that we're gonna show tonight is a reaction video from Dr. Orion Taraban. He has a short video here that's gonna kind of put all this together in a psychological way, and then I'll come back with the close. All right, check him out. I'll check him out right here. So here's the doctor. Let's make him big. Hold on, let's make him big. And let's play him now.
Is that there seems to be a difference in what men and women consider to be the problem. From a man's perspective, the problem is some behavior for which he believes the woman to be at fault. And as a consequence of that behavior, he is now angry and upset. The behavior is the problem, and the emotional response is the consequence. And in his mind, the solution to this problem is acknowledgement of fault and behavioral change. And I don't think that's how a lot of women see it. From a woman's perspective, the problem is not the identified behavior. The problem is that the man is angry and upset. And as ridiculous as that might seem to a man, there's actually some validity to this perspective. Like, in a court of law, a breach of contract by itself is generally not actionable. You have to also prove that some harm resulted as a consequence of the breach. No harm, no foul. So it's the harm, the anger and upset, that is the foul from this perspective. And in her mind, the solution to this problem is changing the way he feels. If she can succeed in modifying the man's emotional response, then on some level, that would solve the problem. And that's why you encounter the kind of interpersonal strategies that you do with women in relationships under these circumstances. Rather than apologies and accountability, you typically see a number of emotional coping strategies, like trying to cheer you up, or making your favorite meal, or sending you a funny meme, or simply allowing enough time to pass for everything to blow over. All of these are strategies to reduce the man's felt experience of anger or upset. Do you understand? Women also notoriously use sex in this manner. Many years ago, I was out for a drink with a woman I was dating, and she decided to take something that I said very much the wrong way. She quickly escalated, and within seconds was crying and critical and withdrawn. It was fairly early in the dating process, so I was taken aback by how quickly this had escalated. However, as is my way, I didn't argue with her and gave her some time and space to emotionally equilibrate. Later that night, rather than apologizing for imputing to me something that I didn't intend, or owning up to the disproportionate intensity of her emotional reaction, or even acknowledging the episode at all, she just came into the room, took off all her clothes, and kind of laid herself in front of me. The feeling I had was that she was offering sex as a kind of peace offering to assuage my hurt feelings, rather than apologizing for her bad behavior. And in that moment, I unfortunately lost a lot of respect for this person because of what her behavior seemed to imply, that if I could be distracted with a bit of sex, then we could all just move forward as if what just happened didn't happen. And I got up and slept on the couch in another room. That's an example of how women apologize with sex. So, men, if you're expecting an apology from your woman, I would advise you not to hold your breath. On the other hand, ladies, I would highly encourage you to consider apologizing when appropriate. Why? Because men respect people who take responsibility for themselves, and men very rarely receive apologies from women. So this is an easy way that costs you nothing to quickly distinguish yourself from the vast majority of other women in a positive manner in the mind of a particular man. I guarantee that his estimation of you will increase as a result. What do you think? Does this...
Listen, point. You make a hell of a good point. I can understand that. Now, if in a perfect world, that would be great. But doctor, in the black community, not only do they hold back the sex, these ninjas, they walk around with their mouth stuck up, all along their mouth stuck out like it's a brown turtleneck sweater. That's what they do. They stay pissed off. It's fucked up. You know, and what they do is they run around blaming you for what they did wrong. That's what they do over here. That's how fucked up it is with these ninjas, with these B-dubs. That's what they are, ninjas. That's what they are. So that need to be right shit, that need to be right bullshit that these women on, that shit, ladies, is gotta fucking change. Until that changes, because that's showing a sign of disrespect to your man. So when you learn to be able to apologize, that would really change the game. It's the small things. The small things. Just like it do when you have a child and you raise him, and you see him making small improvements and you love him for doing that. You B-dubs need to learn the small things instead of popping off at the fucking mouth when you all wrong. You know what I mean? Now, in contrast, I can say to that, in contrast, when you have a disagreement with a Filipina, like I've had disagreements with my Filipina, she might blah, 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 go back and forth to some degree, and then she'll go into what they call tempo. And it's just another word for the silent treatment. But if you're a real man, more than likely, these women are a lot more agreeable, more cooperative, and damn it, they'll come right around the way you want them to be if you put your foot down. As simple as that. And then not just come around, they'll calm down and they will apologize. That's because they're agreeable and they are cooperative and they want to see the relationship work instead of having all that fucking mouth like the sisters do. So that is what I mean. And I'd like to know what you guys think about women not being able to apologize on the simplest damn things. Now, if I got it, I think I got another video I want you to see.
Swear with your experience.
I got another video I want you to see. Hang on, doctor.
Thank you for listening.
I got another video. And this is more or less about accountability, all in the same level. Because I need to do a video about accountability too, because you women are not only do you don't like to apologize, but you're not accountable to things too. And this is how a lot of men, good men, get shorted. I want you to see this right here, and then we'll close this out.
I love y'all because now they got these talking points and they have things to be aware of. Y'all only come together when it's about y'all, but y'all don't take the chance to stand up for the men when it's about them. People out there say black men don't love black women. Let me explain something to you as to why that makes zero sense. Whenever a man does something to a woman, y'all come together and unite, y'all cheer it on. But as soon as a woman does something to a man, it's crickets from the woman mountaintop. When y'all saw Tyrese on that camera crying his eyes out to see his baby, everybody laughed at him. Y'all made him a meme. When y'all saw Will Smith sitting at that table crying in front of his wife for having an affair, y'all laughed at Will Smith. Called him weak, called him stupid. I've literally seen the armies of women gang up on a man who found that a kid wasn't his years later and said, you should still take care of that kid. Even though they never held the woman accountable for having an affair, and the women in the comments actually have the nerve to be like, you should still raise that child because you've been in this life already. No accountability when it's about y'all. Every single woman on this planet has at least one point in time curved a really good, nice black man because he was too nice. Majority of the time, y'all have did them good men the worst to be with the worst men. Black men don't love y'all because now they got these talking points and they have things to be aware of. Y'all only come together when it's about y'all, but y'all don't take the chance to stand up for the men when it's about them.
Pause that. Okay. That y'all go out of y'all way for the men, the bad men, but you really fuck over the nice men. And that's how you end up in the situation. Then when you get 50 and 40 years old, you want to come back to the man that you shitted on a long time ago. Listen, you wonder why men are getting their passports and taking the fuck off. It is what it is. You don't hold accountability, and you can't apologize for the smallest things. The need to be right and is just way too damn much. That's why you cut up in other countries, for that need to be right and can't apologize for the bullshit that you are. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. And like, share, subscribe to 8,000 Miles Away. You can hit us with a super chat. You can hit us with a cash app, $8 sign, $8 sign 1,000 miles away. We're right here at 1,000. Soon I'll be doing live streams so we can have talk sessions and things like that. But if you like the content, y'all hit the cash app and support the show. Support me on the shows. And if not anything, like the videos and share them. We'll holler at you later. Peace.